Hello people, once again. It's been a while since I did a video. I've been kind of busy, but at least today I had time. And I'd like to speak about the things that mold us in life. Mostly where we learn from, and not just school. So of late I've come to notice some things that are kind of off, and it really made me appreciate the lessons I've learned in life. In life, we have the lessons you learn through your parents, through the people who surround you, the environment you've grown, the people you've encountered in life. Some of them teach you, some of them just pass by, and including our relatives and our teachers, our spiritual lives, what we see on the media, everything. But there are some things, like, I'd call them life lessons, that you do not have to learn by someone telling you. You learn them by observation, you learn them by hearing, you learn by seeing what is happening around. And there's this word that I really like to use, which is being aware of what's happening around you, being aware of your surrounding. So of late, I've really discovered there are some things that I really never noticed so much in terms of I'm learning through them. But now having this free time that I have at the moment, and just encountering a lot of things, going to different places, engaging different people in life, has really made me see a lot. These are things like the way we behave, our body language in front of people. You go to some offices and the body language automatically tells you what kind of a person. You can really judge a person immediately by looking at them, by the way they behave, by seeing them. We are told first impression matters. It doesn't just have to be the way someone is dressed or the way someone is presenting themselves, but sometimes it has to be just the first thing that you notice when you look at someone in an overall, in a nutshell, completely, and just overall. And I have this example. Recently, we lost somebody in the country, an actor, and I even did a video about him. He died of coronavirus, and so I went to this office, and it was an insurance office. So somebody had it on the screen, and another person just walked in. I was seated at the reception. They had no idea who I was, and it's not like they really needed to know who I was, but I just thought, I'm a stranger. You shouldn't just talk anyhowly in front of a client or whoever that person is. They're not your colleague, they're not your employee, they're not someone you know. And this, I think, I get from the kind of environment I've worked with. I worked in a hotel industry where the way you behave in front of a client is very important. You don't talk personal stuff in front of a client. You don't comment on personal issues relating to other people in front of a client. So this person came out, and the first thing they did was, the lady said, I can't believe this person now is 6 feet under. It's 9 o'clock. The way Corona, initially people were being buried very fast. So, and the gentleman laughs. He came from an office. I could see he has his own office. So definitely he is one of the managers. He comes out of his office and he says, this person, and he laughs. This person, I tried to sell him insurance and he refused, and he laughs. And I really thought, okay, for me, I really thought this guy was a great role model. First, he entertained so many people. The next, I spoke about one of his programs on the TV show, which was even repeated now a few weeks after he was buried, called Story Yangu. And when you looked at the way this person spoke about his life, where he started, where he came from really humble beginnings, he really worked himself up that level where he was. It was his sweat. No godfather, no favors. He worked himself to reach that level. So this guy comes out and says, and laughs. And that time, majority, like me, okay, I was still feeling that pain of, not related to me directly, but, the country has really lost someone so influential, someone so important, someone or even someone has died and you're laughing that he never bought your product. And I thought, wow, this, from the environment where I was trained and where I've worked, I give thanks to that, because I've worked in a corporate industry, an international organization, which I believe really molded the way I would behave in front of a client. Trust me, I go to a lot of places, offices, but these trainings are so important on how people should behave in front of clients. I know we have government offices where people don't even care, because you're the one with the problem. Clients are not important. It's either you take it or leave it. So they don't really have that courtesy of trying to please a client and just behaving in a certain way. And I would say, one lesson I've learned, where you come from, the things you see in life, even if you start working somewhere from the least level, it doesn't matter where, I can assure you there's something you will learn there. You will not come out of that place the same. It can either be positive or negative, but you will not come out the same. You'll gain some experience. Apart from the work experience you will gain, you'll also gain life experience. The way people work, the way people relate, the things we learn in books, when you go to the outside world, things are different. Yes, they're important, you really need them. In fact, I think even in most interviews, people are rarely asked some of the questions, things that you've learned in school. Sometimes they just want to see you as a person, because they've already maybe seen your qualifications. They want to see you as a person, how you carry out yourself, your confidence, and your willingness to learn, and such stuff. So I'd say in life, especially for young people who still have the opportunity to learn, don't even look at the person you're learning from as the manager. Trust me, we are told experience is the best teacher. And most older people are very wise. They are wise because they've seen a lot in life. They've experienced a lot. That is why you find some people are so humble. Someone comes to an organization maybe with so much, they feel like they've just arrived. They have the papers, they have everything, and you there, you've been in a certain position for years, they look down on you. And sometimes they do something that you just look at them, you don't even talk, you decide, you observe them. You just keep quiet and say, time will teach this person. They will learn through life. And I can assure you, when you're learning, most older people are very wise. And you can really get, if you are willing to listen and willing to learn, you can really get educated by these older people. When you go to an organization, listen to older people. Have mentors who are older. Maybe it just could be through observing the way they behave. It could be through listening to, if they ask you something or they tell you something, listen. Because trust me, I thank God for working in a corporate industry where we had trainings, where we met people who had traveled the world, and where we were taught how to behave in front of a client. And thank God to the trainers, thank God to the leaders we found in front of us. They really nurtured us. Some of the things that also helped us were the standards. The standards that we were given, like, these are the standards that is expected for this organization globally. They really helped. They are very, very simple things, but they are really important. So at the same place also, we got a training from someone, and this person, from the introduction they did, they had come from a corporate industry. They had worked in a corporate organization. And one of the things the person was training us about was how to behave in front of clients. And I would like to say that the thing this person also appreciated was the kind of lesson he got from working in a corporate environment. So I'd like to encourage somebody, if you ever get, even if it's just you're going for attachment in a certain company, try and learn, look at their body language, look at the way they behave in front of clients. You know, there are places you go, you are talking to someone, they're talking to you, but their attention is not there. They're looking on the phone. You can even tell sometimes it's something personal. They'll pick a call and just say hello and don't even excuse themselves. These, by the way, are called etiquette, and they're very important. And I believe one of these days I'm going to talk about most of these etiquettes, which, if you're keen, when you observed, you'll notice that this thing should not be done like this. For someone who is informed and who is aware, trust me, when they look at you behaving in a certain way, they look at you and really wonder. They might be quiet, but they're already judging you by just looking at you. You are not giving them your full attention. You're not looking at them when you're talking. They're talking, but you're busy looking at people who are passing by. You comment about someone in front of them while you don't even know. Maybe they are an auditor, they've come to audit you. So I found this was a really uncouth behavior. But again, you're told I didn't have a right to correct this person. So I kept quiet because they had a place in that company. But for me, I appreciated. And one thing that I told myself, though our company has closed, there's something that I will never stop doing. There are the standards I learned from that place, the positive things that I got from that place. Just because the place closed doesn't mean I have to drop them out in life. And it was a very great lesson, and I'm very grateful to the company. This, I'm saying from the bottom of my heart, I was grateful. It's something that I came out with in that company. The way to behave, the way, etiquette, some of just trainings. So thank you so much. Be observant. Learn these things. They might not be written in books, but you can learn by observing. When you go somewhere, especially when you admire that company, observe and you'll learn through that. Thank you. Do not forget to subscribe, click the button and like my videos. I'll be seeing you soon. Bye.